Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beeman Toyota in downtown Nashville. I'm going to answer a question that is asked often, and it's pretty actually easy. If you look at certain emblems, you'll see a blue hue around these emblems. A lot of people want to know why that blue hue's there. So this one's on a RAV4, obviously, and then this one's on a Highlander, same emblem, blue hue. But if you go to another one, like here's your Sienna, there's no hue there. There's no blue around your emblem. So what that is indicative of is it's a hybrid. So that right there is an easy way to look at a vehicle and be able to tell if it is a hybrid or a non-hybrid. Obviously, this one's got hybrid on the side as well. Toyota likes to do that. Depending on what you're looking at, it might be on the door, it might be on the fender. On your RAV4, it's on the fender, which is right there, of course. So you do see that. You'll also know that the front and the back emblem will have that hue on them, right? That little blue hue on the emblem there. So, like I said, so if it's a hybrid, it will have that. Now, I'm going to show you one other thing, because there's actually another spot. You know, I always tell we're in Music City. So, if you look at the key, and you'll see this is your key on the RAV4. The Highlander has the same key. If you look on the back of the key, you'll also see your blue hue. That is on the hybrid, like I said. So I've had people ask me, can I get that emblem for mine? And if the answer is no, not if yours is not a hybrid. If you want that emblem, you need to get a hybrid. So, but you can see, like I said, they'll indicate hybrids in different ways. There's a couple more hybrids up there. They're very easy to pick out because they'll have the hybrids on the side of them, and then they'll have that blue circle on the front. So now, what's in a hybrid? Obviously, you've got your Camry comes in a hybrid, your RAV4 comes in a hybrid, the new Venza's in a hybrid, your Highlander's in a hybrid. Obviously, your Prius is always a hybrid. So whether it's a Prius like this one, you can see your blue there again. So whether it's a Prius like this one or the Prius Prime, which is right there, it's a limited Prius Prime. Regular Prius there, another Prime there. So you've got those. There's also the Corolla, if I haven't mentioned it yet, that comes in a hybrid as well. Now, some of the ones that don't come in the hybrid, you're not going to get a 4Runner in a hybrid, or a Tundra or a Tacoma. They're not hybrids, but stay tuned. Currently, the Sienna is not in a hybrid, but it has been announced that going forward from the 2021 model year, all Siennas will be hybrids. So, a little bit of breaking news if you haven't heard it yet. They're doing away with the V6 engine and that's the Corolla hybrid, by the way. But they're doing away with the V6 engine out of the Sienna, and they're putting it to a hybrid minivan, and that will be the only option from 2021 going forward for your Sienna. So now, I haven't heard any news if they've pushed that back at all due to COVID. It could switch to 2022, but I know that going forward, it's supposed to be just the Sienna hybrid, and I believe that's still on track to be rolling out in 2021. So, like I said, just kind of showing you now. Don't know if I have any of the Camrys in a hybrid here, but here's the thing. I wanted to point this out when you're talking about a hybrid. What you've noticed from all these cars that I've shown you, there's only one thing you notice that's really different on the hybrid, and it's the emblem, right? So as for the look, as for, these two cars right here, the one on the left's a hybrid, the one on the right is not. Now, they're different trim levels, so there'll be a couple different things there. And then obviously this one's a RAV4, this one's a Highlander. But if you start looking, you can't tell which ones are hybrids. So now if we're looking just Highlander to Highlander, the one on the right's a hybrid, the one on the left is not. Those are both Highlanders. And like I said, the one on the left's actually a lower trim level than the hybrid is, but next one over, here's a hybrid. So start looking at, that one's a hybrid, that one's a hybrid. So we've got several hybrids in stock of the Highlander, of course, and we're getting more every day. So I'm really excited to have those, of course. But like I was saying, the difference in the way they look is none. Now, obviously, if you're talking about a Prius looks different because a Prius is different. A Prius is only hybrid. There's not a non-hybrid version. But when you look at, you know, the interior, the exterior, the cargo space, the differences in the different vehicles for not talking about driving characteristics, just talking about the way that they look driving down the road. You know, if you're trying to make a statement with a hybrid, the Prius is the way to make the statement. I mean, there's just no better way to make that statement. But if you're looking here and you see hybrid LE Corolla, non-hybrid. They only make an LE in the hybrid and the Corolla, at least as of right now. So they look a tad different, little different hubcaps on the, you know, on it. I mean, the wheels look a little bit different in that, but realistically, there's no major difference between the two. If you open the trunk, which I can do that, but if you open the trunk, you'll see it's the same size. There's not anything lost from the hybrid. The battery sits down in between the back wheels, and there's nothing that's, you know, it's under the back seat and in between the wheels on the back. So there's nothing that's lost because it is a hybrid, meaning that there's nothing storage capacity wise that you lose because you're looking at a hybrid. So I wanted to point that out to you guys just in case it's something that you're considering and you're like, well, I don't want to lose the storage space. Now, if you saw some of my videos that I've done on like the 16 Camry, let's say, and you had the hybrid Camry in 16, the hybrid Camry in 16 had a difference because you lost storage space because of how they had to put the battery in there. The 16s, the 17s, you know, the 15s. Anytime that you were in the older models, because the bigger battery, and they had a different frame system, because all the new ones are built on the TNGA, the Toyota New Global Architecture frame system. So because they had a different frame, whether it was the RAV4, the Camry, you know, anything that came as a hybrid, the Highlander even, you would have a different, and the Highlander not as much, by the way, but you would have a couple differences that would cost you storage space in the hybrid model. That is no longer the case. The new frame, the new way they're putting the batteries in, the smaller batteries with more power, all of that type of stuff is going to mean that you have absolutely no loss in storage space between the hybrid and the non-hybrid when you're talking about the vehicles. So, and you can see, you know, look at the back. You know, this is the Highlander in the back. That's a limited, of course, and that one's an XLE, but there's your XLE hybrid. Even has a tow package on there. Now you can do, I believe it's 3,500 pounds. I'll have to verify that, but I'm pretty confident in my number there. 3,500 on the tow rating on the hybrid Highlander. You have 5,000 pound tow rating on the non-hybrid, so you get a little bit extra tow rating, but you do have more torque off the line when you're looking at the hybrid model. So there's your back end of an XLE, all-wheel drive with the hitch, non-hybrid, hybrid. Same color car, same kind of car. But like I said, the thing that you're getting different is that right there. That's your emblem. And then, like I said, obviously how you drive, your fuel economy is going to be different, of course. You look at your fuel economy, getting 35 miles per gallon on the hybrid. It's just crazy to have an SUV the size of a Highlander getting 35 miles a gallon. RAV4 is going to get you 40. There you go. All-wheel drive, 23. See? So now, and that's your combined miles, a little bit better on the highway, a little bit worse in the city. You know how it goes. So, but your RAV4, like I said, you're going to get, on the RAV4, you're going to get 40 combined. That's about 5 miles per gallon better than the non-hybrid. See if I can get a good picture there with the reflection. So, but anyway, I'm just trying to give you guys some information. I've had a lot of people ask, like I said, this is kind of, really started as a video about the blue emblems. I've had a lot of people ask about the blue emblems. By the way, you'll also see down here, you have your hybrid down here. But I've had a lot of people ask about the blue emblems, and I'm trying to answer some of those questions. So I appreciate them. Keep them coming. Gives me a lot of great video ideas to help you guys out, help you know what you're buying, what you want to buy, and how to identify different cars within the Toyota lineup. If you've got questions about other manufacturers, maybe I can answer those as well. So definitely put those in the comments. If you have your hybrid and you love your hybrid, or if you have one of the old hybrids where you lost some storage space, definitely comment about that too. So let me know what you think about the new way they're doing it, where you don't lose any of that cargo space, and definitely get all of the benefits of the hybrid. So once again, Steve Welch of Beaman Toyota in downtown Nashville. Hopefully I've been informative for you. Let me know if I can help you guys with anything. If you want to come down, if you want to buy a car, I will be your salesperson. I will help you guys out. Just let me know when you'd like to come down. Feel free to call me here at the store. I'm here most days. So definitely get a hold of me. I'm happy to help you guys. I love helping the YouTube community. So definitely give me a shout. Steve Welch, Beaman Toyota. You guys have a good one.